It's the final regular season game for the Carthage Lady Reds tonight as they look for their 18th win of the season. They have their conference tournament ahead of them. They'd like to get on a roll heading into that conference tournament. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College, Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight as the Lady Reds close out the regular season against the Carroll University Pioneers. Pioneers have struggled since their return to the CCIW this season as they have fallen to 5-10 in conference play this year, 8-16 overall, just 9-39 in the two seasons they have been as a new member of the CCIW. And tonight the Lady Reds looking to get back on the winning ways as they fell to Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday night, if you were with us. The final in that one, 85-77. Lady Reds had a couple of droughts in the middle of that ball game that did them in, as Maddie Kalber finished with 19 points to lead the way for the Lady Reds. Rebecca Erzman with 21 points and 9 rebounds. She was named this week's Player of the Week in the CCIW with her efforts on Wednesday and Saturday. But Illinois Wesleyan clinching at least a tie for first place with that victory. They are at Elmhurst tonight. With a win tonight, they will cement a tournament bid and host the tournament either on Thursday or Friday this week. The standings, Wesleyan a half game ahead of Wheaton coming in. Carthage and Elmhurst, they are locked in at third and fourth place regardless of what happens tonight. And so they will be the third and fourth seed in the four-team conference tournament coming up either Thursday or Friday. We did mention this is senior night tonight for the Lady Reds as they go out in style here. They're seniors, three of them. That would be Morgan Harris, Morgan Vukovic, and Amber Roberts. And we had a chance to speak with head coach Tim Bernero and get his thoughts on those three seniors playing in their final home game tonight.
Yeah, Morgan Vukovic, somebody that's started about half the games in her career, has filled a big role this year coming off the bench, providing some offensive punch. Does a pretty good job defensively, and so she's had a very productive career. Morgan Harris is kind of a Swiss Army knife kind of thing. A 5'5" kid that's going to leave, I think, with over 600 rebounds. She's nearing 1,000 points and I think 350 or 400 assists. So she as they say, she filled up the stat sheet in her time here. I think it had a triple-double last year, had numerous double-doubles over her time. So, and then Amber Roberts, who played sparingly but was a 4-year member of the team.
Quick turnaround from Saturday night. No time for a hangover here. You want to get some momentum going on your side. Regardless of what happens tonight, you're still in the tournament. You'll be playing in the four-team postseason conference tournament, but you'd like to get in there with a win tonight.
Yeah, you hope we're not looking at it as, well, we've got our spot, we're third, there's really nothing we can improve or lose ground with, but it's a momentum thing. I thought overall, when you go back and look at it, I thought we played decently on Saturday. We just had a couple dry spots that allowed them to make the runs that they were capable of, and that's what turned the game. Other than that, we're on a streak where I think we've won 9 out of 12 or 10 out of 13, whatever it is. So that's nothing to be sad about. But we'd have liked to have got the game Saturday. Now, like you said, it's a quick spin. I mean, we're going to play tonight. There's a possibility we could be playing Thursday, and then Saturday again if you win Thursday. So, at this time of year, it's shorter physical preparation, just more mental preparation, and you've already got some familiarity with the teams.
Your opponent tonight, Carroll, this is our second year in the conference. They have struggled, 8-16 this year, I think 9-39 since rejoining the league, but nonetheless a dangerous team here tonight because they're freewheeling. They're playing the string, and those can be dangerous teams.
Yeah, and they've played better. I mean, I don't know whether it's the schedule turned in their favor, but the last 6 or 7 they've played pretty well, won their share of games. We shot the ball really well in the second quarter out there and kind of knocked them out. They have 2 kids playing tonight that didn't play in that game. One starting at one of the guards, another is their 6th man. Both have had double-figure scoring games and are averaging 8 to 10 points. So in the games they've played. So that's another added plus for them. So we've got to make sure we're locked into doing our job, playing our game the way we can, and it's one of those that, by looking at it, if we play our game, they can't beat us. If we're lax in some areas, they're dangerous enough that they could score, or they might be able to slow us down, or we don't shoot the ball well, then you've got a situation on your hands.
Head coach Tim Bernero joining me before our ball game tonight, talking about their opponent, the Carroll University Pioneers. We're getting set for the ceremonies tonight to honor the 3 seniors. We'll carry that live here on 1050 WLIP and on the stream at WLIP.com. I want to make sure we get the props in for our seniors here tonight, much like we did for the Redmen on Saturday night. As you heard Tim mention, really not sure when they're going to be playing that conference tournament game because of the hosting factor of a possibility of Illinois Wesleyan, both the men's and women's team, being host to the conference tournament. If that should occur, then the women will play the semifinals on Thursday. The men's conference semifinals will be played on Friday. The women's final championship game will be played at 2 o'clock Saturday, and the men's championship game will be played at 7:30 on Saturday night. That's only if Illinois Wesleyan gets hosting rights for both games. And that would have to occur tonight with the Wesleyan women defeating Elmhurst, and the Wesleyan men would need to defeat North Central at home to have that occurrence. So we shall follow those games closely, as well as the Redmen in Chicago to take on North Park. And we will follow that game tonight in the final game of the regular season for the Carthage Redmen at North Park tonight. So those are the games we'll be following as this one moves its way through. Team is lined up now, ready to honor their seniors, and we'll turn things over to the PA announcer here at the Tarble Arena, Kyle Jacob.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could turn your attention to the court, we would like to introduce the 2017-18 Carthage women's basketball seniors. It's senior night here tonight at Tarble Arena. 3 young women tonight. We have displayed the hard work, teamwork, and determination necessary to propel the Lady Reds to new heights on and off the court. We'd like to recognize those 3 right now. We'll start with number 34, Amber Roberts. Escorted tonight by Jeff and Sandy Roberts, Amber was a 4-year member of the Lady Reds basketball program. Here they come. Amber's a criminology major after graduation. After graduation, Amber will begin an internship with the McHenry County Court System with hopes of pursuing a career within the criminal justice system, rehabilitating juvenile offenders. From Woodstock, Illinois, again, number 34, Amber Roberts. Number 23, Morgan Vukovic. Escorted by parents Randy and Melissa Vukovic. Morgan has been a 4-year contributor and played in 83 career games while making 43 starts for the Lady Reds. Vukovic has accumulated 453 points, 210 rebounds, and a .426 field goal percentage over those 4 years. Her most notable contest occurred against Carroll University on February 10, 2016, when she scored a career-high 24 points and 10 field goals. Vukovic was a spark plug for the Lady Reds down the stretch this season, particularly in wins over Milliken and Elmhurst, notching a season-high 17 points in both contests. Vukovic, a 5-time member of the Dean's List, will complete her internship with WISN Channel 12 this May, pursuing a career in the field of communications or public relations. From McWanago, Wisconsin, number 23, Morgan Vukovic. Number 14, Morgan Harris. Escorted tonight by parents Lance and Carrie Harris. With over 97 career games played, Harris owns an average of 10 points per game, 974 total points, 6.8 rebounds averaged per game, 660 rebounds total, and 379 assists over the 4 years. Her .787 career free throw percentage currently ranks 3rd on the Lady Reds' all-time career free throw percentage list. Harris is a 2-time All-CCIW first-team selection, a member of the 2015-16 WBCA All-Central Region second team, and Harris, a biology major, was named to the 2016-17 COSITA Academic All-District team and a 7-time member of the Dean's List. After graduation, Harris plans to attend graduate school at Marquette University and pursue a master's in nursing with hopes of becoming a nurse practitioner specializing in acute care. From Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 14, Morgan Harris. Ladies, we want to thank you all for your contributions to Carthage College and the Lady Reds basketball program. We wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors and we're proud and honored to always call you members of the Carthage Lady Reds basketball family. Thank you again to the 3 seniors tonight and the Kodak moment out on the floor.
So the 3 seniors making their way from center court with their families. A memento of a game action photo blown up into a nice 11 by 14 framed picture, and flowers for the mothers, of course, as senior night wraps up here tonight. Carthage Lady Red basketball tonight on 1050 WLIP and WLIP.com. Stay tuned. We've got the starting lineups and the tip-off coming your way right after this 60-second break. This is Carthage Lady Red basketball on 1050 WLIP. Fans, the NCAA championships are coming to Carthage College this spring, as the college has been selected as host for the 2018 NCAA Division III Men's Volleyball Championship to be held right here at the Tarble Arena April 27th and 28th. Mark your calendars to be part of the action and be sure to come out in full support of the Redmen as they compete to defend their home court. For more information leading up to the NCAA Championship, please visit ncaa.com or gocarthage.com. One other news item from this afternoon, Carthage College Director of Athletics Bob Bond announced today that defensive coordinator Dustin Haas has been promoted to head football coach for the Carthage Redmen this coming season. Haas will replace Mike Yeager, who had been hired at NCAA Division II Tiffin University in Ohio. Additionally, Kyle Rooker has been promoted to assistant head coach, and he will continue his role as offensive coordinator as well. Haas, who was the defensive coordinator and defensive back coach, has spent the past 4 seasons transforming Carthage into one of the premier defenses in the nation. In 2017, the Redmen ranked in the top 20 among Division III teams in total defense and turnovers forced, 6th in defensive touchdowns, 4th nationally in interceptions, and number 1 in turnover margin. So Dustin Haas takes over as head coach of the Carthage Redmen football program. We will have Dustin Haas on at halftime. We'll have an interview with Dustin and share his thoughts on his naming today as head football coach for the Carthage Redmen, and we wish nothing but the best for Mike Yeager, who moves on to the NCAA Division II ranks at Tiffin University in Ohio. Mike was a great guy, a very high integrity kind of a coach, and I will sorely miss our conversations that we've had throughout the last 5 seasons as head coach. But Dustin Haas certainly going to inherit a very good program, and excited for Dustin and his family to be part of this, and looking forward to having Dustin as the head football coach for the Carthage Redmen. And as I said, at halftime we will share an interview with you regarding Dustin and his naming as head coach. We mentioned the 4-team women's tournament is set for the conference tournament. Illinois Wesleyan, Wheaton, Carthage, and Elmhurst will be the participants. It's just a matter of when and where. Should Illinois Wesleyan defeat Elmhurst tonight in Elmhurst on the ladies' side, they will host the tournament. And if the Illinois Wesleyan men defeat North Central tonight, they will host the men's tournament, which would mean the ladies would have their semifinals on Thursday night and their final game on Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And the men will have their semifinals on Friday night with their championship game at 7:30 on Saturday night. And that's if that happens, and we will follow those games for you tonight, and we will know by the time our game concludes here what will be happening as far as placement for that tournament. Reds can't improve their seed. They can't go any lower. They will be the number 3 seed, and they will face Wheaton in the opening round of that tournament should Illinois Wesleyan host. If Wheaton hosts, they will open up against Illinois Wesleyan in the semifinal matchup. Good crowd settling in for this one tonight on senior night on a wet and rainy evening here in southeast Wisconsin, but still a very good crowd on hand for this one tonight. Glad you're along as well. We're going to step aside and pause for our national anthem as we turn things over to Kyle Jacob, once again, the PA announcer here at Tarble Arena.
Thank you for your cooperation. Now please direct your attention to the American flag at the north end of the arena. Drape the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country, and we honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. In honoring America, please remain standing during the playing of our national anthem this evening by the Carthage Pep Band.
Carthage Pep Band with our national anthem tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Here are the starting lineups for the visitors from Waukesha, the Carroll University Pioneers, under head coach Lindsey Schultz. They will start at point guard Mallory Olshak. Olshak is a 5'4" freshman out of Crete, Illinois. Westosha Central's Delaney Zhang will start tonight. She's a 5'10" freshman out of Salem. And I should say Wilmot Union High School, Delaney Zhang. And Zhang was the MVP at Wilmot and also a first-team All-Southern Lakes selection and a Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association All-Star a season ago. She will start at forward. Emily Majerus, also at a guard, a 5'8" freshman out of Plymouth, Wisconsin. She is a cousin of Rick Majerus. Katie Rossetti, the team's leading rebounder, will start in the post, a 6'2" freshman out of Wakanda, Illinois, averaging 7.5 rebounds per game. And Brittany Wall, team's leading scorer at guard, a 5'6" senior out of Anago. She is averaging 13 points a game. Now we head down to Kyle Jacob and the starting lineup for your Carthage Lady Reds.
And now introducing the starting lineup for your Carthage Lady Reds. Starting at guard tonight, a 5'8" junior from Sycamore High School in Sycamore, Illinois, number 25, Bailey Gilbert. At center, a 6'1" senior from McWanago High School in McWanago, Wisconsin, number 23, Morgan Vukovic. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from the Prairie School, Hailing from Franksville, Wisconsin, number 4, Sammy Woodward. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Indian Trail High School in nearby Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, number 13, Maddie Calver. And at guard, a 5'5" senior from Hersey High School in Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 14, Morgan Harris. The head coach for the Lady Reds is Tim Bernero. Coach Bernero.
So the seniors get a start tonight. It'll be Vukovic starting in the post ahead of Rachel Sidlowski. Of course, Morgan Harris been a fixture in that starting lineup for the past 4 seasons. She is 26 points away from that 1,000-point plateau is Morgan Harris. Our officials tonight will be Mark Rapinski, Mario Philpotts, and Mark Wolfel. Carroll University in the orange jerseys, orange shorts, white lettering, navy blue trim. Carthage in the white jerseys, white shorts, red lettering, and red numerals. Lady Reds defeated Carroll earlier this season, 66-53. That game in Waukesha back on January the 10th. And in that ball game, it was Sammy Woodward with a season-high 21 that night. She was 7 of 10 from the field, 7 of 8 from three-point range. Vukovic will jump center against Rossetti. Carroll comes down with it. The Pioneers working it right to left as we begin our broadcast tonight. John Weiser with you. Glad you're along tonight. And we include those of you checking out our video tonight out in the Waukesha area. Glad you're along tonight. First shot taken and missed that time by Delaney Zhang, blocked underneath. Carroll comes up with a rebound. Shot clock did not reset. It's down to 7. Now he's swinging off to the corner. Olszak with it. Back up top. Stepping around the defense. Shot clock violation before the shot was taken by Katie Rossetti. So the Lady Reds get a defensive stop on the first set here this evening. Reds will bring it down left to right. Harris down the right side, cut off by Olszak, back up to Woodward. Around the left side it goes to Bailey Gilbert. Gilbert needs 24 three-pointers to become the all-time three-point scorer in Carthage Lady Red history. Calber for 3 on the left wing, no good. Harris with an offensive rebound, back to Calber. Penetrates, skip pass back to Harris on the right side. Now left side it goes to Gilbert. Gilbert on the dribble drive. Bounce feed to the right corner to Calber. Her 3 is short. Rossetti able to get the rebound for Carroll. Outlets quickly. Majerus down the floor. Flips it up with the left hand, going glass and banks it in. Emily Majerus, the 5'8 freshman out of Plymouth, a cousin of Rick Majerus, able to get Carroll on the board 2-0. Now Harris off the right wing, penetrates below the arc, right of the free throw line. Jumper good for the senior, Morgan Harris. Harris, 5'5" out of Arlington Heights, 18 double-doubles in her career, 1 triple-double in her career. Game tied at 2. Inside it goes. Zhang puts it up and in. Got deep penetration that time. Right in that halo area, she caught that pass in easy position to make the easy basket. Lenny Zhang out of Wilmot. Her first 2 tonight. 4-2 Carroll's. Harris now out of the corner. Tried to pass it into the left corner. Was knocked out of bounds by Zhang. Carthage possession, 17 to shoot. They'll inbound left of the basket. Harris to trigger, gets it into Calber. Maddie Calber on the drive, now pulls up, 20-footer left side, good. Maddie Calber caught that inbound pass outside the arc, took the dribble inside the left elbow, pulled up from 20 and able to hit her shot. Ties the game at 4. Majerus with it high on the right. To Olszak, top of the circle. Gets a screen set up by Zhang. Now fires the 3. Missing. Rebound tipped out. We got a foul on Carroll inside. Bailey Gilbert had position, was trying to fight for that loose ball. Got pushed out of the way by Zhang, and Delaney Zhang picks up the foul. Again, 5 team fouls per quarter. The 5th team foul, you're shooting. Fouls reset at the start of each quarter. Kalber for 3, top side, good. Maddie Kalber has found the 3 range the last 3 ball games, able to knock that one down. Kalber 3 for 11 on Saturday night against Illinois Wesleyan. Nice look inside in the finish by Brittany Wald. Wald, the senior out of Antigo, averaging better than 13 points a game for the Pioneers. 7-6 Carthage. 6:50 to go here in our first quarter. Gilbert now, top of the circle, swings it off left side. Kalber on the drive, pulls up and hits right in front of Brittany Wald. Put the ball on the floor on the dribble, lost Wald momentarily. She got that step. That cleared some space for Kalber. 7 for Maddie Kalber of the 9 Carthage points. Lady Reds by 3. Now they throw it away as Wald cut to the basket on the pass by Rossetti that goes out of bounds. Redmond underway down in Chicago as they're taking on North Park tonight. That game is 6-3 Carthage. 2 minutes into that contest at the North Park Gymnasium. 9-6 here for the Lady Reds. Checking in for Carroll, Rachel Van Slice. Van Slice, the 5'7" junior out of Sheboygan South. Trying to force it inside to Morgan Harris. It's broken up by Van Slice and taken away. Van Slice gives it off to Majerus. Back to Van Slice. Now to Majerus on the left side. Feeds Anna Menges into the lineup for the first time tonight. Now to Wald. The kickoff to Van Slice for 3. That one is short. Rebound into the near corner. Picked up by Morgan Harris. Harris across midcourt on the dribble drive. Finds Vukovic low right. Spinning, going glass. Banks it in. Morgan Vukovic with a nice little spin move on the right block. Able to get her first points tonight. The senior out of Mukwonago. 5-point lead for the Lady Reds. Their largest of the ball game. 5.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Now a steal inside by Bailey Gilbert. Intercepted that pass intended for Rossetti. Now Harris on the drive. Gets penetration and draws the foul on Rossetti. Got the step as she took the drive through the paint that time. Rossetti off balance commits the foul. Her first. Second team foul. And at the free throw line is Morgan Harris. And Harris up and in. You heard her introduction tonight. Among the all-time leaders in free throw percentage here for Carthage women's basketball. Knocks down both free throws. 2 for 2 at the line for Harris. Largest lead now at 7, 13-6 Carthage. 5:20 to go here in this first quarter. 4 10-minute quarters in women's basketball. As Majerus puts up the jump shot top to the circle away from Sammy Woodward. It's loose inside, deflected back out to Vukovic, to Gilbert, down low to Kalber. Had the shot blocked out of bounds by Majerus. Looking for a foul call there. Nothing on the body contact, but a block by Majerus. Saved a sure basket as Autumn Kalis will check in now for the Lady Reds. Kalis, the 5'8" sophomore to Wilmette. Third leading scorer on their team, averaging 9.5 points per game. Woodward quickly off the inbound feed, pops from the left side and hits just at the left block. Sammy Woodward into the book tonight. Her first 2 points, 15-6 Lady Reds. And Slice up top, works it off to Wald. Wald now trying to direct traffic, working on Kalis, pulls up on Kalis, and we got a foul inside. Away from the plate, it's going to go on Morgan Vukovic. First on the Lady Reds, and first foul of the ball game actually going to go on Autumn Kalis. My bad. Trying to read Mark Rapinski's hand signals there going to the scorer's table. Carroll will inbound underneath the basket. 4:38 to play, first quarter, 15-6 Lady Reds. Get it into Wald. Wald dribble drive, pulls up, shooting it short. Rebound deflects to Morgan Harris. She'll dribble out of traffic. Harris to the trailer Kalis. Top of the circle to Gilbert. Now off to Woodward, left wing. Dumps it down low, looking for Vukovic through her hands and out of bounds on the turnover. Good look that time. I don't think Vuk was quite ready for the pass on the extra pass by Sammy Woodward. Goes as a turnover. Second of the ball game for the Lady Reds. They lead by 9. 4:10 to play here in the first quarter. Olszek now. Works it off to Zhang. Zhang pulls up and hits. Kicked it back out to Wald that time, who took the three, able to connect. 5 points for Wald. 6-point deficit. Morgan Harris all alone for three. That's no good off the right side. The rebound collected by Menges. She'll push it up for the Pioneers. Menges to the free throw line. Dumps it back to Van Slice. Now to Olszek. To the top of the circle. Menges looking inside. Deep. Count it. And one on the finish by Zhang. Nice look by Delaney Zhang, the 5'10 freshman out of Wilmot. Caught that pass deep underneath the basket. Was able to dribble her way out from underneath and draw the foul. It'll go on Vukovic, her first. And a chance for a three-point play for Zhang as Vukovic and Woodward will exit. And Sidlowski will come in, along with Maddie Kelber. Rachel Sidlowski, the 5'10 junior, also out of Wilmot. Former teammates, Zhang and Sidlowski. As Zhang able to knock down the three-point play. She has 5, deficit to 3, 15-12 Lady Reds. Kalis for 3, right side, good. Left all alone on the arc on the right wing is Kalis, able to knock it down. Reds 2 for 4 now, shooting the 3 ball tonight. 18-12 Carthage. We approach 3 minutes to go here in our first quarter. Olszek for 3. Back iron miss. Sidlowski with the rebound. Collects it to Harris. Harris across midcourt on the dribble. Hands it off to Kalis. Back up top to Kelber. Maddie Kelber in turn hands it off to Gilbert. Reversing right side to Kalis. Now to Harris. Back out to Gilbert. Left wing 3 by Gilbert. Too strong. Rebound pulled in on the inside by Hingis for Carroll. Quickly now they work it to the wing. Menges again with it, looking for some help. Try to get it to Olszek. Up top, knocked away momentarily by Kelber, picked up by Carroll. And Slice back up top to Olszek. Shot clock down to 10. Olszek hands it off to Van Slice. Van Slice at the free throw line. Now to the right block. Jumper up and good. Hengis able to take the short jumper off the right block. Left open that time as she cut through the paint. 2 points, her first 2 points, 18-14. Now Harris for 3. That one's no good. Rebound inside by Zhang. Clears it out. Menges quickly down the floor. We got a hand check foul on the Lady Reds and Kalis. Kalis picks up 2 quick fouls now, so Sammy Woodward back in the lineup, replacing Kalis. 3rd team foul on the Lady Reds here in the first quarter. 1:51 to play, a 4-point Lady Red lead. Get it back up top. Van Slice with it now, works it off near wing to Harrigus. Inside it, looking for Zhang, taken away by Gilbert. Quickly up to Kelber on the right wing. Kelber quickly across left side to Woodward. Back to the right corner it goes to Harris. She'll drive out of the corner on Olszek. Lost the dribble momentarily. Got it back to Gilbert. Gilbert penetrates. Swings it off to Sidlowski. Left side jumper. Good. All set up by the penetration dribble drive that time by Gilbert. Quick swing pass to Sidlowski for the finish. First 2 of the night for Sidlowski. Back to a 6-point Lady Red lead with 1:12 to play. Harrigus with it now. Back up top to Van Slice. To Zhang. Delaney Zhang takes the dribble back to the free throw line. Out to Olszek. Under a minute to go now here in our first quarter. Olszek loops it back to Van Slice. Takes the jumper short. Zhang tried to save it from going out. Shot clock violation on Carroll. Second time here in the first quarter, the Reds have forced a shot clock violation. So with 50 seconds to go, Carthage will walk it up, leading by 6. Kelber off the feed from Harris. Inside Sidlowski, turning right over Delaney Zhang and lays it in. Pair of teammates battling it out. Now Harris gets the inbound steal. Harris back out to Gilbert. Fakes the 3, dribbles around traffic, fires it, missing. Rebound loose inside, whistle and a foul on the Lady Reds. They'll go on Sidlowski. Fouling on that rebound off the miss by Gilbert. It'll be Carroll ball, down 8. As Brittany Wald will check back in, she will replace Harrigus. Shot clock dark. Carroll can take the final shot here of this first quarter. Wald with it, top of the circle. To Olszek, we got a whistle and a foul on Sidlowski. It'll go as a holding foul, her second. That'll get Maggie Berrigan off the bench, the sophomore, 6-footer out of Hersey High School. That's the 15th foul, so this will be 2 free throws by Delaney Zhang for Carroll. And the free throw up and in for Zhang. He's played all 25 games, averaging just under 26 minutes. About 8 points, 5 rebounds per contest. Out of Wilmot High School. Makes both free throws, 22-16. Final 10 seconds here this first quarter. Gilbert with it off the feed from Harris. Driving now, dump back to Harris, right corner 3 on the way. That one's no good. Rebound loose through the hands of Berrigan, and time will expire here in this first quarter. A first quarter that the Lady Reds lead here after 1. 22-16, Carthage over Carroll. Back with quarter number 2 after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Hey, Scott. Okay. Reds up 6, 22-16 after 1 quarter. Lady Reds 9 of 16, 56%, 2 of 8 from behind the arc. Carroll 6 of 13, 46%, 1 for 4 at the arc. Carthage ball to start this second quarter. Kalber, Gilbert, Harris, Woodward, and Berrigan out there for Carthage. Woodward with it now, penetrates, dumps it off to Berrigan, backs in off the left block, turns and hits. Going right over the top that time. Over there, Katie Rossetti, the defender for Carroll. First 2 points of the night for Maggie Berrigan. 24-16. Jumper by Majerus is no good. Long rebound hauled in by Woodward. She'll push it up. Sammy Woodward out of Racine Prairie. Lost control of the dribble, and it's taken back by Olszak. Olszak now tried to fire it into the corner, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Carroll. That's their 6th turn of the night. Menges back in now, replacing Olszak for the Pioneers, as Carroll will bring it up full, or Carthage will bring it up full length. I knew I was going to get those two confused at some point tonight. Harris nearly lost the dribble, now gets it under control, pulls up, 20-footer right side, crawls off the rim, no, and the rebound pulled in by Menges. Quickly up the floor to Rossetti, back to Majerus, now to Wald. Up top it'll go to Menges, to Majerus, now in the left corner to Jean. Back over to Brittany Wald. Wald on the dribble, guarded by Calvert. Now back to Majerus, shot clock down to 7. Majerus penetrates, puts it up with the left hand, missing. Rebound Woodward. She'll take it down for the Lady Reds across midcourt. Woodward off to Gilbert near side. Now to Calvert. Maddie Calvert. And we got a timeout taken here by the Lady Reds, a 30-second timeout Here Tim Bernero screaming for that timeout way up here in our broadcast booth. Redmond underway down in Chicago. They're taking on North Park tonight in the final regular season game for Bosco and Company. 23-14, Redmond lead. Keenan Baltimore with 12 first half points. He is 4 for 5, 2 for 2, shooting the 3 tonight. Already with 14 points tonight. Redmond at 50% shooting. Got a live look in on our video stream tonight. So we're keeping an eye on that ball game as well. Elmhurst with the early lead over Illinois Wesleyan. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. And it is 21-19 Elmhurst going into the second quarter. That game at Elmhurst, that's an important ball game. If Elmhurst wins that game, Wheaton would be the tournament host for the women on Friday. Calber now, 3 on the shot clock. Woodward out of the corner, good, with the shot clock hitting 0-0. It was Woodward from the left corner off the feed from Calber. 27-16 Lady Reds. Now Majerus, bounce feed into Rossetti. The kick to Wald in the left corner. Wald pulls up and hits. Little dribble out of the corner that time by Brittany Wald. Dribbled it up to the baseline and then hit the short jumper from there. 7 points for Wald tonight, 27-18 Carthage. 7.5 minutes to go here in our first half. Pull up by Calber at the free throw line, in and out. Berrigan with the offensive board, goes back up with it, missing. Tried to tap it out, and it was taken away by Menges for Carroll. To Majerus, back to Menges across midcourt. Menges now. Cross-court feed to Wald, knocked out of her hand. It's loose here on the near side off of Calber. It'll be Carroll ball. Kalis and Vukovic in for Harris and Berrigan for Carthage. Van Slice in for Carroll, as Majerus will trigger in the inbound. Now Wald, guarded by Calber. Shoots, partially blocked by Calber, picked up by Rossetti, and she goes glass low right. Good job by Calber, got the block. Unfortunately, went right to Rossetti, and she took it right to the basket for the layup. First 2 points of the game for Rossetti. 27-20, Reds lead by 7. We got a foul, hand check foul inside on whom? Going to go on Wald on the hand check. Her first team foul of the second quarter for Carroll. Morgan Harris quickly back in now for the Lady Reds, replacing Calber. Lady Reds inbound left of the basket. Kalis for 3, got it. Off the inbound feed from Morgan Harris, Autumn Kalis with a triple. She has 6, 2 for 2 now behind the arc. 30-20, largest lead at 10 for the Lady Reds. Wald for 3, air ball miss. Harris picks it up underneath. Will drive it out on the dribble across midcourt. Harris to the corner to Gilbert for 3. In for the Lady Reds. And quickly a timeout taken by Carroll. Back-to-back triples, Woodward, Kalis, and Gilbert. And the lead out to 13. And a timeout taken by Carroll with 6:22 to go here in our first half. Reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll meet the new head football coach for Carthage College, Dustin Haas. Mike Yeager resigned his position yesterday. He's leaving Carthage. He will take a position at Division II Tiffin College. And so Dustin Haas named today as the Redmond football coach. We will have an interview with him coming up at halftime. 8.5 minutes to go, first half in Chicago. Redmond lead North Park 28-23. Illinois Wesleyan has taken a 1-point lead now over Elmhurst, 23-22. That game at Elmhurst, 7 minutes to go, first half at Elmhurst. Olshick back in there now for Carroll. They have the basketball, 15 to shoot. Rossetti looking inside for Harrigus. Back out, Rossetti for 3. That's a miss, and the rebound collected by Gilbert. Lady Reds will push it up. Harris back to Gilbert. Open 3, top of the circle. Yes, sir. Left all alone, standing on the arc. Bailey Gilbert able to knock that one down. Gilbert now 2 for 4 from outside the arc. Reds now 6 for 12 tonight shooting the three. 36-20 Carthage. Pull up in the paint, Walled, missing. Ball loose, got a tie up. Ooh, and a foul called. Nearly got the ball held there for a possession violation, but they're going to call a foul on Sammy Woodward. Ooh, they're going to call it a shooting foul too. Oof. And at the free throw line is Van Slice, missing the first of two. Second leading scorer, averaging 11 points per game, 52% from the line, makes the second. 36-21 Carthage. 5:25 to go here in the first half. Woodward around to Kalis. Looking for Vukovic, didn't step out to get it, and stolen away by Van Slice, and then poked out of there by Woodward, saving a layup. Carroll possession underneath, right of the basket. They get it in, Walled for three, got it off the inbound feed. 3 points off the turnover, 36-24. Reds lead shaved down to 12 here. 5 minutes to go here in our first half. Harris out of the right corner, penetrates the paint, back out to Kalis, top of the circle. Now feeds Woodward. Working the dribble is Woodward, hands it back off to Gilbert. Now the right corner to Harris. Ball fakes, backs in, kicks it back to Woodward. She'll fire the three and hits. Good triangle look that time by the Lady Reds, working that ball in. Harris backing into the paint, then firing it back out to Woodward, who drains the triple. 8 for Woodward tonight, 39-24. Van Slice now. Off to Harrigus, to Olszek, back to Walled on the right wing, guarded by Woodward. Penetrates the paint, pulls up over Woodward, tough shot, missing, rebound Gilbert. Gets it out to Harris. Harris gets it under control before she crosses midcourt. Now they feed Vukovic. Vukovic on the drive, draws the double team, flips it up, and good. Got a double team as soon as she got the ball in the paint. Able to fire it in from 8 feet is Vukovic. 4 for Vuk tonight. 17-point lead for the Lady Reds. Rossetti, top of the circle. Works it off to Van Slice. Now to Olszek. Bounce feed to Walled. Walled working on Woodward. Double team help from Vukovic. Poked out of there by Kalis. Intercepting that pass. Kalis on the breakaway will lay it up and in. Autumn Kalis with the steal on the bucket the other way. Carroll forced to take a timeout. And we will keep it here with 3:29 to go here in our first half. Carthage up 43-24. Carthage basketball on 1050 WLIP and WLIP.com, brought to you in part by Armored Seal Coating. For patching, crack filling, striping, or complete seal coating, give them a call. Armored Seal Coating, you'll find them online at armoredsealcoating.com. By Anastos Motors, Kenosha's premier pre-owned dealership. They're located on Green Bay Road and 45th Street. By Triangle Flooring, Furniture, and Appliance Center on Highway 50 and 39th Avenue in Kenosha. Again, the Lady Reds in the tournament. It's a matter of where they will play that tournament game. Right now, Wesleyan leading Elmhurst 23-22. Midway through the second quarter, should they win that game, they will host in Bloomington. A loss, and it will go to Wheaton. Other games, Augustana leading North Central 36-29. Milliken leading North Park 32-20. And over on the men's side, Carthage Redmond, a 35-26 lead now over North Park with just under 6 minutes to go first half. Keenan Baltimore, 17 points now for the Redmen in that ball game. Carroll will bring it up. Olszek with it now. Cross midcourt. Feeds Van Slice. Van Slice going for the layup right side, missing. Ball tipped out of bounds off Vukovic. Carroll retains possession underneath. Mallory Olszek, a freshman out of Crete. Prepped at Marian Catholic. Very good institution down in Illinois. As Kalber, second block on Walled. Walled got it back. Tried to kick it back out and turned it over. That was all set up by the Kalber block, forcing that turnover. Second one of the quarter. Third one of the quarter, I should say. Eighth of the night for Carroll. Now Kalish to Vukovic. Pops in the paint and hits. Morgan Vukovic, same spot, just outside that halo in the paint. Vuk now with 6 points for them in the paint. 45-24. Majerus now near side Olszak. To Van Slice. Back up top it'll go. Delaney Shaw. First team all Kenosha News her senior year. Shaw had it poked away by Kalis. Kalber tried to come away with it and was fouled by Zhang. Zhang lost that dribble on the poke out by Kalis, and as she went for the loose ball, fouled Kalber. So Zhang picks up her second team foul of the quarter here on Carroll. Michaela Giamarino will check in now for the Lady Reds, the 5'6" junior out of Villa Park, Illinois. She will trigger the inbound. Replacing Kalis, Bailey Gilbert back in there for the Lady Reds. Harris will walk it up to Giamarino on the left side. Guarded by Majerus, now to Gilbert, quickly over to Harris on the right side. Gets a nice ball screen from Vukovic, the kick back to Gilbert for three, got it. Excellent job by Vukovic to set that ball screen, allowed Kalber an easy pass to Gilbert, who sinks yet another three. Gilbert 3 for 5 now from the arc, 9 points. 48-24, they've doubled up Carroll. Now the drive to the basket, little flip up by Van Slice, falls in. Van Slice with 3. Harris now trying to get that pass off, was fouled by Wald. Brittany Wald playing in her final game for Carroll tonight, the senior. Team's leading scorer picks up her second foul. She's going to come out. Sarah Hartle, a 5'6" junior out of Union Grove. In there now for Carroll. 48-26 Lady Reds. Harris now below the arc, right side. Back up top, left side to Kalber. Head fake, now puts it on the floor. Got around Rossetti. We got an offensive foul. Moving screen by Vukovic inside, trying to set that extra screen to give Kalber the lane and the drive. Second on Vukovic. Second on the team here in the quarter as Sidlowski in now to replacing Vukovic. Minute 20 to go here in this first half. It's been all Carthage tonight. Led 22-16 after one. They've outscored Carroll 26-10 here in the second quarter. Olszak with it now up top to Majerus. Back to Olszak on the right wing, I should say, guarded by Harris. Rossetti ball faked around Giamarino. Back out to Olszak for 3. That one is short. Rebound Giamarino. She'll gather it in, take it across midcourt. Giamarino working on Majerus with the dribble. Now back up top. Gilbert open 3 again. And that one off the front of the rim and down. Bailey Gilbert 4 for 6 now from 3. She has 12 points. She leads all scorers here tonight. Under a minute to go here in the first half. With it now is Van Slice. Tried to force it inside to Rossetti. Fires up a prayer and drew the foul by Sidlowski, who picks up her third. Rachel Sidlowski now in foul trouble with 3. Maggie Berrigan will come in after this free throw, I should say, by Rossetti, which barely drew iron. Berrigan in for Sidlowski, who leaves with 3 fouls. Second free throw by Rossetti. That one is no good. Rebound to Gilbert. Comes up empty. Shot clock dark. Final 23 seconds here for the Lady Reds. Harris, slow dribble across midcourt. Reds will set it up for one. They'll spread the floor. Giamarino now to Kalber with 8. Kalber penetrates, gets it away, and hits the floater left of the free throw line. Maddie Kalber, and then Carroll throws it away on the inbound, so Carthage will get it back at midcourt with 1.2 seconds showing. 10th turnover of the game for Carroll off that inbound. Let's see what the Reds will do here. Where's the inbound going to come? Since she threw it out from that spot underneath the basket, it should be Carthage ball underneath. And they will make that change. Mark Rapinski on the call there. Harris looking to trigger. Tried to get it in. Didn't beat the 5-second count, but it was tipped out by Van Slyes. Stays the Lady Reds ball here, but 0.7 tenths of a second here. Harris back up top. Gilbert was fouled, but no call. Contact was made up top by Hartle. But the Lady Reds will take a 53-26 lead into the locker room here at halftime. Looking for the season sweep on Carroll, and they're well on their way, leading by 27. 53-26 Carthage. We'll take a 2-minute break. And coming right out of that break, we'll have a visit with Dustin Haas, the new head football coach at Carthage College, when we return here on 1050 WLIP. This is our interview with Dustin Haas, new football coach, coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm halftime welcome to your Carthage Red Hawks. Taking the floor under the direction of Amy Malchesky, Coach Malchesky assisted by Crystal DeBaker.
Thanks, Chris. Welcome back to the Tarble Arena, everyone. Halftime tonight, Carthage and Carroll University, final home game of the regular season for the Lady Reds. And earlier this afternoon, the Carthage Athletic Department made an announcement. Head football coach Mike Yeager is leaving the program. He'll be taking a job at Division II Tiffin. And in the interim, a new head coach has been named, and that is the defensive coordinator and defensive backs coach here at Carthage College. Dustin Haas gets the head job, and Dustin joins me here at halftime. Dustin, congratulations.
Thank you very much, John. It's an extremely exciting time for myself and my family.
I was going to say, it's first head coaching gig here. I know it's been in the offing here. Finished your 6th year here now at Carthage, 5th year as a coordinator, and it's got to be an exciting time.
It is. My family and I, we love Kenosha, we love Carthage, and we're very excited to be a part of this thing.
Smooth transitions as they go. I guess this would be the smoothest. You've got already know the coaching staff here. You know what everybody can do. Fresh off a trip to Florida last week on the recruitment trail once again, and so I would assume the transition is going to be easy.
It should be real easy. The staff gets along really well together. We've got a great football staff here, guys that work really, really hard. They know football, they can teach football, and I'm excited to see where we can take the program.
So, head coach, what's the philosophy? Have you even had time to sit down and think about that yet?
You know, I think our teams are going to play really, really hard. They're going to be fundamentally sound. They're going to compete week in and week out, and there'll be kids that not only can the Carthage community, but the Kenosha community can be real proud of.
First head coaching gig?
Yes, it is.
At any level?
Well, I do coach my son's youth basketball team as a head coach, but really this is probably the first one. Yep.
It's got to be exciting. Now, your dad was a coach too, if I'm not mistaken.
He was a long-time high school coach in Wisconsin and Indiana. So I've been around football for a long time and excited to kind of follow in his footsteps a little bit.
Proud father.
Yes, sir, he is.
Has it sunk in though? I mean, we're 6 months away. We've got Oshkosh on the schedule here to start the season.
Not yet, but I don't know if we have time to kind of let it sink in. We got to hit the ground running here, and we met with the kids this afternoon, and we'll be full go.
What's been the reaction from the players?
They've been excited. I think that they believe in what we do, what we've done on defense, and they're excited to see how that translates to a team-wide thing.
Having been part of this program and growing this program forward and taking those incremental steps, I think has to help for the buy-in.
You're definitely right there. It's been a journey. It's been long. It's hard, but the players have seen the success. I mean, these guys are the ones that have put the work in. They're the reason for the success, and I think they see that for sure.
And recruiting hasn't really changed all that much. I know you guys have been bringing kids in the building, and that's the key, I think, with any football program. Get the kids in the building, see the school, and let that filter down.
You're exactly right. I mean, Carthage has amazing facilities, athletic-wise. Their campus is beautiful. It's got a great location. And anytime we get kids on campus, we feel real good about being able to get them here at Carthage.
Talk about the new defensive assistant that just recently came on board.
Coach McClendon. He comes to us from Iowa State. Before that, he was at Central Michigan, was a great player in college, and has kind of learned under some really, really good coaches, and we're excited about him. He's been great on the recruiting trail so far, and the kids love him, so excited to get him on the field in the spring and see what he can do.
Sounds like the guys have embraced him, and he fits right in down here.
Yes, sir, he does, exactly. The kids love him.
The only thing is he's a Cardinal fan. We have to talk about that.
Yeah, he is from St. Louis originally, so we'll have to work on him a little bit, but I think we can convert him.
Going forward, any thoughts in your mind here as far as going forward here now with this program, and have you had a chance to really sit down and dissect this a little bit, where the defensive side of the team is?
Not really, not at all yet. That'll be something that'll come up here in the next couple of days. We'll kind of assess where we're at and what we need to do to get where we want to be. Offensively,
everyone's okay?
Yeah, everyone's back offensively. Coach Rooker's back as the offensive coordinator, and Coach Hensel's going to stay as the offensive line coach. We just hired a new receivers coach as well, and so we're excited to kind of get rolling with those guys.
CCIW is I think, crown of Division III football. I think you can make an argument as one of the best D3 leagues in the nation.
I would agree. Week in and week out, you got to bring it. There's never an easy team on the schedule.
Well, congratulations, Dustin, on the promotion. New head football coach here at Carthage College. Looking forward to having you around, and you'll see a lot of me on Saturday mornings.
Thanks a lot, John. I appreciate it.
Dustin Haas, the new head football coach for Carthage College, recently named late this afternoon. He replaces Mike Yeager, who has left the school to take a job at Division II Tiffin. We'll take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll run down the numbers from our first half, get you caught up on scores from around the league as our halftime programming continues from the Tarble Arena right after this on 1050 WLIP. John Weiser back with you from the Tarble Arena. Halftime here as the Lady Reds lead the Carroll Pioneers 53-26. A look at the first half numbers. And the Lady Reds, 80% shooting in the second quarter alone. They went 12 of 15. Reds went 7 of 7 hitting the 3 ball in the second quarter en route to this 27-point lead. For the game, Carthage 67%, 21 of 31, 9 of 15 shooting the 3, and 2 of 2 at the line. Bailey Gilbert leads all scorers with 12 points tonight, 4 of 6 from the field, all 4 coming from behind the 3-point arc. Maddie Kalber with 9, Kalber 4 for 7, including a 3-pointer. 8 points for Sammy Woodward. Woodward 3 for 3 from the field and 2 for 2 behind the arc. Autumn Kalis off the bench for 8 points. She too blistering the nets at 3 for 3 and 2 for 2 behind the arc. 6 points for Morgan Vukovic. She's 3 for 3 tonight. Morgan Harris with 4. Rachel Sidlowski with 4, but she does have 3 personal fouls. And Maggie Berrigan with 2 points coming off the bench. Michaela Giamarino played a little more than 2 minutes in that first half and did not score for the Lady Reds. They scorch it at 67% shooting in the first half. Meanwhile, the Pioneers in that second quarter went 4 of 13 for the game, 10 of 26, 38%. They were 1 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 for 8 in the ball game, and they were 4 for 7 at the free throw line. Their leading scorer, Brittany Wald, coming in averaging 13 points a game. She has 10 so far tonight. Wald 4 of 8, including a pair of 3-pointers to lead the way for Carroll. Delaney Shong, the freshman out of Wilmot High School, with 7 points tonight, 2 for 3 from the field. Rachel Van Slice with 3. 2 points each from Ajaris Rossetti and Harrigus. And Olshak, Hartle, and Mengus played, did not score for the Pioneers. Lady Reds out-rebound Carroll 15-12 in that first half. Just 2 offensive boards for the Lady Reds. And their leading rebounder was Morgan Harris with 4 in that first half. Leading rebounder for the Pioneers was Delaney Shong with 4. Turnovers, the Lady Reds force 10, leading to 10 Lady Red points. Meanwhile, the Lady Reds turned it over 5 times. That did not lead to any scoring for Carroll in that first half. Lady Reds with 13 assists, 2 blocks, and 5 steals. 2 steals each for Kalber and Gilbert. And Kalber also with a block credited to her in this ball game. Meanwhile, for the Pioneers, 5 assists, no blocks, and 3 steals in the contest. Lady Reds lead it here 53-26 at the break. Halftime down in Chicago. Redmond leading North Park in that first half by a score of 55-38. Keenan Baltimore with 17 first half points. Brad Perry with 15 for the Redmen in that contest. Baltimore 5 for 7, including a 3 for 3 from outside the arc. Perry is 6 for 7 from the field and 3 of 7 at the free throw line for his 15 points. The Redmen in front at halftime, 55-38 your score. Other women's scores tonight at halftime in Elmhurst. Illinois Wesleyan has come back, outscoring the Blue Jays 20-10 in the second quarter to lead 39-31. A win by the Lady Titans tonight, and they will host the conference tournament this weekend in Bloomington. Over on the men's side, Illinois Wesleyan is playing host to North Central tonight. That's an important ball game. Illinois Wesleyan needs the win to get hosting rights for the men's conference tournament. That game is at the half, and the visitors from Naperville leading Illinois Wesleyan 40-34. In that ball game, Matt Capoletti with 12 to lead the way for North Central. Brady Rose with 9 leading the way for Illinois Wesleyan. Again, that game at the half in Bloomington. North Central with a 40-34 lead. North Central victory and an Augustana win. And the men's tournament will be in Rock Island this weekend. And so far, it is the Elmhurst Blue Jays on the road in Rock Island tonight, leading Augustana 41-33 at the half. 17 for Brandon Auker, 16 for Ryan Patton to lead the way for the Blue Jays in that one. Brett Benning has 13 for Augustana, who are out without the services of Micah Martin. A torn meniscus last week by Martin, and he's out for 2 to 3 weeks. So Augustana without one of their better inside players down the stretch in Micah Martin, out with a knee injury, and they trail by 8 at the half to Elmhurst, 41-33. Again, the Lady Reds are in the conference tournament. It's just a matter of where it's going to be played based on the results tonight. The Wheaton women idle tonight. They have wrapped up their season. They have finished the year at finished conference play at 14-2. Illinois Wesleyan currently 14-1, and leading Elmhurst at the half. So, big ball game there. Lady Reds set to take the floor here to begin this second half. It'll be Vukovic, Harris, Gilbert, Kalber, and Woodward. Olszak, Wall, Zhang, Majerus, and Rossetti for the Pioneers. It'll be Pioneer ball to begin this second half. They'll work it left to right. And we are underway here in this second half. Carthage leading Carroll 53-26. Olszak with the ball high left. Gets it off the wall, middle of the floor. Now to Rossetti up on the right wing. Back to Olszak now once again. Now Wall traveled with it. Took the crow hop before she put it down. 11 turnovers now for Carroll tonight. First possession, second half here for the Lady Reds. As Harris hands it off to Kalber, up top to Woodward, back to Harris on the right wing. Takes the drive into the basket, goes off the glass too strong, may have been blocked there by Rossetti. Picked up by Majerus, she'll take it down the left side. Majerus nearly turned it over, got it back up top to Wall. Wall down the right side, guarded by Harris, up top to Olszak, around to Rossetti. Now to Majerus in the left corner. Lob feed underneath, looking for Zhang. We got contact and a foul. Maddie Kalber with the foul underneath, trying to prevent that layup. Will make Zhang earn it from the free throw line. So Delaney Zhang at the line, where she is 3 for 3 tonight. She has 7 points. Knocks down the front end. Talked about her exploits as a high schooler last year. Out of Wilmot High School, Salem resident, makes both free throws. 9 points for the WBCA South All-Star from a year ago. Now Kalber with it high in the left wing. Feeds Vukovic top of the circle. Vuk backing down in the paint, shooting over Rossetti, missing. Rebound collected by Zhang. Outlets to Olszak up across midcourt. Olszak, I should say, handles the dribble now. Swings it off to Zhang left side. Feeds Rossetti at the left block. Got away with a push as she pushed Vukovic away. Missed the shot, and the rebound collected by Harris. Morgan Harris hands it back to Kalber. Kalber now fouled as she tried to get that one away, and it'll be Reds ball underneath. Olszak with the foul. That's the first on Carroll here in this third quarter. Harris will inbound right of the basket for Carthage. Up 53-28. Quickly into Gilbert. Gilbert going up, fouled by Olszak as she made her move to the basket. This will put Bailey Gilbert on the free throw line for the first time tonight. Gilbert, her first trip to the line, 12 points tonight for Bailey Gilbert. 85% from the stripe, knocks down the front end. Olszak out, replaced by Anna Menges. Second one up and in by Gilbert. 2 for 2 that trip. 14 tonight for Bailey Gilbert. 55-28. 27-point lead here for the Lady Reds. A pass broken up top by Kalber, trying to take it away from Wald in the backcourt. Wald got it back, takes it to the free throw line, pulls up there, off the back heel of the rim, ball tips around, deflected off of Zhang, out of bounds to Carthage. Wald did a nice job getting after that after the tip out by Kalber across midcourt. Wald able to beat her to the basketball and then circled back. Got in a good position to get off a good shot. Now Harris penetrates, going up low right, counted and one for Morgan Harris. On the run up from the right side, Harris now with 6 points and an and one upcoming at the stripe. Harris now 20 points shy of 1,000 in her career as she toes the line. Came up short, rebound angles off in their left corner, picked up by Wald. 57-28 Carthage, 7:40 to go here in the third. Majerus on the drive, pulls up with the right hand, barely drew iron. Zhang took it down, missed, got it back. Second effort off the glass and in for Delaney Zhang. Came up short on the first one, came right back to her. That second attempt went off the glass and in. Zhang now with 9. Vukovic and a nice feed from Kalber, couldn't finish low right. That would have been a nice shot, but Morgan Harris dug out the offensive rebound. Back out to Kalber for 3, no. Morgan Vukovic with a tap out, but it's scooped up by Majerus outside the three-point arc. Majerus now down the floor to the free throw line. Kicks it back to Menges. Menges now rolls it into Rossetti. Back out to Menges. On the right elbow, now penetrates to the free throw line. Denied by Vukovic, taken away by Vukovic. Now Harris back out to Kalber. Nice look inside to Vukovic, trailing, lays it up and in low left. Excellent ball passing that time by the Lady Reds, and the finish by Vukovic. Vuk now with 8. 59-30 Carthage, 6.5 minutes to go. Rossetti up top, right side it goes to Wald. She'll try the 3, back iron miss, rebound in the corner, picked up by Kalber. Addie Kalber out Indian Trail here in Kenosha. Works the dribble, hands it off to Harris. Harris from Hersey. Kicks it out to Gilbert. Bailey Gilbert. Cross back to Kalber. Left wing 3. Short rebound. Picked up in the corner. Vuk saved it from going out, but it went right to Brittany Wald, who lost the dribble and was picked up by Menges. Carthage now 2 for 5 here in this third quarter as that pass goes out of bounds. Another turnover, second of the quarter, 12th of the game for Carroll. As Autumn Kalis will check in now for Morgan Vukovic. Kalis, the sophomore. 8 points in that first half for Autumn Kalis. 59-30 Carthage, 5:45 to play, third quarter. Trying to finish the season with a win, get some momentum going into conference tournament. That pass deflected away from Sidlowski, picked up by Wald. Wald going down in front of Woodward, missed the shot, ball tipped back out, picked up by Rossetti. Back out to Wald for 3, missing. Rebound in the left corner, and it's going to go Van Slice, slapping it off of Kalis out of bounds. Good job by Rachel Van Slice, the junior out of Sheboygan South. Knew Kalis was trailing her, got a hold of that ball and threw it off her leg out of bounds. Now Wald stumbles her way through, draws the foul. Sidlowski picks up the foul, that's her 4th. Second on the Lady Reds here in the quarter. Wald at the free throw line for Carroll. Wald makes the front end. Brittany Wald, 72% from the line this year. A little better than 13 points a game. Probably will get some consideration for second team all-conference. Makes both free throws there. She now has 12 tonight. 59-32 as Wald will sit down. In there now is Sarah Hartle for Wald. Kalis now works the dribble. Drives left side, run up from the left side, missing. Ball loose in the corner, picked up by Hartle. Sarah Hartle across midcourt. Works it off on the left wing to Harrigus. Now to Majerus on the drive, flips up in the left hand, banks it in, and one more coming at the line for Emily Majerus. Cousin of Majerus, according to Dave Borowitz, the assistant coach, whom I talked to at length tonight. So Majerus at the line to complete the three-point play. And she does. 59-35, under 5 minutes to go here in the third. Second half underway down in Chicago. Redmond lead North Park 57-40. Up top with it, Woodward, inside Sidlowski. Nearly walked with it, kicked it back out to Kalis. Back to Sidlowski, jumper from the left side, crawls over the front of the rim and in. Sidlowski from 18, left of the free throw line. Got the rim crawl that time, she has 6. 61-35 Lady Reds. Up top, Van Slice driving now to the basket, overlaid. Woodward able to take it away, and a good defensive stop inside by Sidlowski. Had the full penetration that time by Van Slice. Harris to Woodward, left corner. Back up top to Harris. Inside Sidlowski, going over Rossetti, draws the foul. 2 free throws upcoming for Rachel Sidlowski. Katie Rossetti with the foul. That is her second. 4th team foul on Carroll here in the quarter. And Sidlowski at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Coming off the bench tonight as Tim Bernero started both seniors tonight, Vukovic and Harris. Gilbert back in for the Lady Reds. Also Zhang and Wald back in. One more for Sidlowski. Missed them both. Rebound Zhang. Zhang now has 6 boards tonight for Carroll. 61-35 Carthage, 3:50 to go here in the third. Harrigus back up top. Works it around through Majerus, now to Wald. Wald puts it on the floor, back up to Zhang. Now right side it goes. Hartle back out to Wald. She'll knock down the 3. Brittany Wald with 15 tonight. Wald with a nice ball game going. Last time out, Wald 12 points against the Lady Reds back in early January. Kalis had it knocked out of her hand, regains possession, gets it out to Gilbert, now to Woodward. Woodward penetrates the top of the circle, back to Harris. Harris driving the basket, draws the foul. Morgan Harris with a nice drive to the rim, able to get to the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul now on the Pioneers. 3rd foul on Brittany Wald. This will put Harris at the free throw line. Morgan Harris with 7 points tonight. Missing on the free throw. Harris now 3 for 4 at the line tonight. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists for Harris. Makes the second. 1 for 2 that trip. 62-38 Carthage. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Majerus' pass broken up by Harris. Harris on the steal, 2-on-1 with Gilbert. Bounce feed to Gilbert, coming down the right side, missed the layup. Bounced too hard high off the glass and too hard off the rim. Majerus clears it down to Wald. Wald working on Woodward, traveled. Turned it over, she tried to back into Woodward on the right block. Wald turning it over, 13th turnover tonight by Carroll. Carthage ball with 2:48 to play here in the third. Lady Reds comfortably in front, 62-38. Harris, nice feed to Sidlowski, going high off the glass, missed. Rebound Majerus. Emily Majerus quickly down the floor. Nice bounce feed to Zhang, she'll finish low left. Majerus on the assist, Zhang on the finish, 13 tonight for the freshman out of Wilmot. 62-40. Sidlowski inside, going up over her former teammate Zhang. Zhang with a partial block. Back the other way comes Majerus. Now feeds Wald, left corner. Guarded by Kalis. Back up top, right wing it goes. Van Slice penetrates. The kick back to Hartle for 3 and knocks it down. Sarah Hartle off the feed from Van Slice. Able to 3-ball it. Her first points tonight. 62-43 Lady Reds. Minute 55 to go here in the quarter. Harris to Kalis. On the left arc. Fires. Missing. Rebound Majerus. Back come the Pioneers. Gets it down low. Zhang overshot the layup. Gilbert able to clear it out. Carroll outscoring Carthage here in this third quarter, 17-9, and Carthage turns it over. Their first turn here of the second half. Only the 6th turnover by the Lady Reds tonight as Sidlowski comes out. Berrigan in. Maddie Kalber back in for Carthage as well, replacing Morgan Harris. 90 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Lady Reds been in control, led by as many as 21 tonight, and that pass goes out of bounds. 29, I should say, tonight by the Lady Reds, their largest lead, as Carroll turns it over. Carthage will bring it down. 3 turns here in the quarter, 13 on the night for Carroll. Kalber now spinning at the free throw line, back out to Woodward. Now to Kalber. It's going to be a great combination. 3 guards returning again next year. Woodward, Kalber, and Gilbert, along with Kalis. As that pass, though, intercepted by Wald, intended for Kalber. Wald coming down the right side, lays it up and in. 19-9, they've outscored the Lady Reds here in the third. They've cut it 62-45. 29-point lead down to 17 here. And a shot by Kalber missing. Rebound cleared out of there by Carroll. Majerus down quickly, trying to pass it inside, kicked out of bounds by Gilbert. Rossetti will check back in now, replacing Jean for the Pioneers. Carthage just 3 for 12 here in the third. Still 55% for the game as Wald catch and release 3, no good. Rebound and a foul on Hartle. Kalis had the inside position that time. Hartle went over her back. It's 15 fouls, so that's a shooting foul. So Kalis will be shooting 2 free throws. Again, in women's basketball, 5 team fouls will put you at the free throw line. So Kalis with 2 free throws here. 8 points tonight, make it 9 for Kalis as she's 1 for 1 from the stripe. Third leading scorer on the team at 9.5 per game is the sophomore Autumn Kalis. Hits the second, 64-45. Shot clock dark, final 24 seconds here of the third. Majerus walks it across midcourt, picked up by Woodward. Sammy Woodward, transferred in midterm last year. Great addition here to this Lady Red team. Majerus now trying to break her down with the dribble, and we got a foul instead of a held ball. Majerus will go to the free throw line with 6 seconds showing on the clock. Woodward thought she got all ball and has a word with the official as Woodward picks up her third. Emily Majerus will toe the line, 1 for 1 tonight. Majerus with 5 points. First one on the way, good for Emily Majerus. Leading scorer in the victory over Milliken on Saturday, she had 18 points. Knocks down the second. 2 for 2 that trip. 17-point lead for the Lady Reds. Kalber at the buzzer for 3. Got it. Out of the left corner. Maddie Kalber for triple. The lead to 20 when we start the fourth quarter. 67-47 Lady Reds. Fourth quarter coming your way next on 1050 WLIP. Lady Reds by 20, 67-47, despite 4 of 13 shooting in that third quarter. For the game, Lady Reds 56%. Carroll outscoring the Lady Reds 21-14. Carroll 6 of 13 in that third quarter. For the game, 41%. 4 of 14 shooting the three. Carthage ball to begin this fourth. Gilbert, Kalis, Woodward, Calver, and Berrigan. Kalis for three, right wing, barely drew iron. Rebound in the corner, picked up by Hartle. To Majerus. Now tries to find Wald, wasn't ready for the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Fourth second half turnover by Carroll, 14 in the game for the Pioneers. Carthage only turning it over 7 times so far in the ball game, just 2 turnovers in that third quarter for the Lady Reds. Gilbert now up top. Works it off to Kalis. Drives the paint, turns over the right side, lays it up and in. Nice move by Autumn Kalis. Turned the corner, she got to the top of the free throw line. Bailed down the right side for the layup. 12 tonight for Autumn Kalis. Above her 9.5 season average. 69-47 Lady Reds. Majerus now left to the free throw line. Feeds Rossetti, back out to Wald. Wald pulls up at the right baseline, no. Rebound Berrigan. She'll hand it off to Kalis. Redmond leading 71-58 midway through the second half down in Chicago. Gilbert for three, that's off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped through Hartle into the hands of Majerus. Emily Majerus. Back to Rossetti. Return pass to Majerus, hands it off to Wald, left wing. Wald behind the arc to Rossetti, top of the circle, back to Wald once again. Leans it into Zhang, it's blocked by Berrigan and taken away by Kalis. Maggie Berrigan with her first block tonight. Calber for three, got it! Maddie ended that third quarter with a triple, starts the fourth with a triple here. 15 on the night from Maddie Calber, the sophomore out of Indian Trail. 72-47 Lady Reds, 2 minutes into our fourth quarter. Inside Zhang, reverse layup left, won't go. And a good defense by Bailey Gilbert, who collects the rebound. Long pass down to Calber, low right, able to finish. 17 tonight for Calber. Timeout Carroll with 7:48 to play. This one is a lapper here tonight. 74-47 Lady Reds. 7-0 start to this fourth quarter for Carthage. Now the Illinois Wesleyan women leading Elmhurst now. Late in the third quarter, 61-42. Augustana leading North Central 64-45. Milliken over North Park 55-41. Over on the men's side, Carthage Redmond leading North Park 71-58. Keenan Baltimore with 22 tonight for Carthage. Illinois Wesleyan men needing a win at home to cement the tournament in Bloomington. And they are trailing North Central with 9 minutes to go in the second half, 56-54, North Central with the lead. Augustana trailing at home to Elmhurst, 52-42 with 14 minutes to play. Augie loses and Illinois Wesleyan loses. The Titans back into hosting the men's tournament. Travel on the play by Zhang. Second turnover of the quarter, 15th on the night for Carroll. Yeah, how about that? North Central would pull off the upset in Bloomington. Augustana laying an egg at home where they have been tough all year. Of course, the Redmen beat Augie at home earlier this season as Zhang comes away with the steal on the pass attempt that time by Morgan Harris. 74-47 Lady Reds, 7:10 to play here in the game. Van Slice with it. Try to get it back over to Hartle, and it goes off of her, out of bounds. Boy, the turnovers tonight at 16 now by Carroll. Leading to 13 points here by Carthage off those turnovers. Morgan here able to knock it down. Harris now with 10. She is 16 points shy of 1,000 in her career. Should have a chance to do it in the tournament. Coming up either Thursday or Friday. Nice scoop shot inside by Rachel Van Slice. Harris across midcourt. Works it to Gilbert, now to Vukovic, top of the circle. Vuk, right wing it goes to Harris. She'll set the ball screen. Harris will drive on it. Now circles back. Cross-court feed, Gilbert alone for the three. Got it. Bailey Gilbert in a shooting position is deadly, and she was standing there waiting for that ball. 5 for 8 now behind the arc for Gilbert. 19 three-pointers away from establishing a new Carthage record career three-point mark. She needs 202. She was 24 short of that coming into the game tonight. Air ball miss out of the corner by Hartle, collected by Harris. Harris now dumps it back to Gilbert. Gilbert back to Kalis. Kalis driving out of left wing to the top of the circle, back to Gilbert. Inside low left, Vukovic able to finish. Vukovic for the feed from Gilbert. 81-49 Carthage, 5:25 to play. Tim Bernero talking to his coaching staff. Think we're going to see the bench get emptied here in the next couple of minutes. Hartle with it high on the right. Up top to Zhang. Van Sluis now inside. Pass intercepted by Autumn Kalis. 4th turnover of the quarter by Carroll. Kalis circles back, hands it back to Calver. She walked. Took a little stutter step. I don't think she was expecting Kalis to turn around and hand that ball back to her. As Michaela Giamarino will check in along with Amanda Larson for the Lady Reds. Larson, her first appearance tonight, the 5'9" freshman out of Grays Lake Central. (81-49) Lady Reds. 4:50 to go here in this 4th quarter. Wald with it in the left corner. Driving, pulls up in the paint, got the shot away and drew the foul. Again, Maddie Kelber thought she got all ball. Second on Maddie. First team foul on either team here in the 4th quarter. Wald at the free throw line for Carroll, where she's 2 for 2 tonight. Came up dreadfully short there. 17 points tonight for Wald. Her final game as a senior. And both short, and then as they battle for the rebound, we got a foul on Van Sluis. No, it's going to go on Larson. Excuse me. They got tangled up on the baseline after that free throw went up. Maddie Calver will come out. Taylor Josefowitz will check in, the 5'6" freshman out of Crystal Lake. Wald for 3, no good. Rebound tapped around, collected by Hartle. Back out to Wald. Driving, pulls up and hits. A little shot on the run that time by Brittany Wald. 19 tonight for Wald. 30-point lead here for the Lady Reds. Harris penetrates to the right block, lays it up and in. Morgan Harris with 12. Harris tonight 12 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Now spinning there is Menges to Hartle, and we got a whistle and a foul. Josefowitz committing the foul. Her first, 3rd team foul on the Lady Reds. 77-63, Redmond over North Park with 6.5 minutes to play down in Chicago. Final regular season game for the Redmond tonight. No postseason for Bosco and the boys as Wald drives in right side for the layup. Wald now with 21. Wald had 31 earlier this season. Overtime loss, I should say, to North Park. We got a travel here by Carthage and Amanda Larson. 3rd turnover of the quarter by the Lady Reds, 10 on the night. Amanda Larson in now, the senior. Gonna get in here. Nice hand for Morgan Vukovic as she comes out, hugs across the bench for Morgan Vukovic in her final regular season game as a Lady Red. Harris, the other senior, still in there, and on the drive, Wall draws the foul by Giamarino. Check that, Josefowicz picks up her second. Fourth team foul, Walled back at the line for a pair. 21 tonight for Wald, 2 for 4 at the line, 2 for 5 at the line as she misses there. Danielle Quigley in for Morgan Harris. A nice hand for Harris as she comes out her final home game. It's a nice hug from Tim Bernero and Maggie McCluskey backs. Also their graduate assistant Gracie Sanchez to greet her on the bench. As Wald connects on the second. 83-54. Carthage in control here. Giamarino on the dribble, driving right side. Looking to pass at it, stripped out from behind by Rachel Van Sluis. Van Sluis down the field, broken up and out of bounds by Josefowicz. Carroll ball underneath here. 3:11 to go, and Carthage comfortably in front, 83-54. Pioneers get it in. Wald fires the three. Back iron miss. She fell down. Josefowicz got the rebound, but then taken right back away by Wald. Wald on the steal, pulls up at the free throw line and hits. Brittany Wald with 24 tonight. The bright spot for the Carroll Pioneers. The senior in her final game. Team's leading scorer. She leads all scorers tonight with 24. Giamarino pulls up. Banks it high off the glass and in. A pull-up from the right side from 16 feet out and banked it in. First points tonight for Giamarino. 85-56. Wald with the penetration. Got away from Josefowicz. Drove the basket. Easy layup that time for Wald. 26 tonight for Wald. On a drive, Larson had it blocked away by Van Sluis. Gets it down the floor quickly. Menges denied by Giamarino. Back out to Hartle into the corner. Wald for three. Got it. Brittany Wald with 29 tonight. A timeout by Carroll for a substitution. So a 30-second timeout taken here by the Pioneers. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Wald, second best effort tonight with 29. Again, she had 31 in a loss to North Park earlier this season. Redmond up on North Park, 77-63. Under 5 minutes to go down in Chicago. Keenan Baltimore with 24. Brad Perry with 17. Brad Cruz with 13. Cruz in his final ball game as a Redmond tonight. Illinois Wesleyan comfortably in front of Elmhurst early in the fourth, 71-48. Titans are going to host the women's tournament. Augustana trailing Elmhurst now midway through down in Rock Island, 63-51. As pass deflected up top, we got a whistle and a foul. Danielle Quigley fouled. As the foul will go on Carroll. Ball loose up top. Roberts able to get it away to Larson. Larson on the drive, reverses hands, missed with the left hand, got her own rebound. Back out to Amanda Roberts. Roberts going to go up hard. And an offensive foul underneath. I thought she was in the halo. Hey, wait a minute here. Hannah Clohan was in the halo. You can't call that an offensive foul. She was standing in the halo. She was in the halo. Looked like she was in the halo on that one. On the replay, her heels were inside the halo. Thought that's where you can't call the offensive foul. Wald trying to fire one up, looking for 30, got her own rebound, penetrates and leans in. 31 tonight, ties a season high for Brittany Wald. 85-63, final minute 15 here. As Quigley going after the loose ball was fouled. Carroll with the foul. Second team foul by Carroll here in the quarter. Carthage will inbound to Gia Marino. Lady Reds are going to pick up their 18th win of the year. They'll go 18-7, 11-5. Carroll will fall to 5-11. Roberts gets the offensive rebound off the miss by Josefowicz. Hands it off to Larson. Larson driving left side. Counted and one for Amanda Larson. So Larson in the scorebook tonight with a chance to add one more at the free throw line. And now Brittany Wald will come out in her final ball game. 31 tonight, ties a season best for Brittany Wald. Gets a nice hand from the Carthage crowd here tonight. As a free throw, no good. The rebound by the Pioneers, and the foul committed by Quigley. 15 fouls, so this will put the Pioneers on the free throw line with 52 seconds to go here in the ball game. And the free throw up and in for Delaney Dole, a 5'10 freshman out of Winfield, Illinois. It's both. 87-65 Carthage, 50 seconds to go in the game. Lady Reds will play in the tournament. Looks like it'll be Thursday night, the first game of that tournament against Wheaton down in Bloomington, the way things are standing right now. Augustana is losing at home. Illinois Wesleyan men were losing at home. Wesleyan men needed a win or an Augustana loss to become hosts of the tournament. Now Amber Roberts fouled. Dole committing the foul. 31 seconds to play here. Shot clock remains active here for the Lady Reds. 1 second difference here. They get it in quickly. Josefowicz for three, knocks it down. Taylor Josefowicz for the triple, 90-65 Lady Reds. They will head to their 18th win of the year. They'll at least have some momentum going into their tournament game either Thursday or Friday as Josefowicz comes away with the steal. Final 10 seconds here, they'll just dribble it out. Larson, they want to get Amanda Roberts the ball. Inside, Roberts tied up, and the turnover on the held ball goes back to Carroll. They tried to get Amber Roberts to score here. So Carroll will put it in play at midcourt. Hartle for three, got it with 0.2 of a second left. Hartle has 6, 90-68. And what do we have here? Two-pointer. She was just inside the arc, so only 2 here. 90-67. Quigley just has to throw it in, and the Lady Reds win their 18th game of the year as they knock off Carroll tonight, 90-67. Handing the Pioneers their 17th loss of the season. Pioneers 5-11 in conference play. Lady Reds 18-7, 11-5. Third place finish this year for the Carthage Lady Reds. They'll play in the tournament either Thursday or Friday. Your final tonight, 90-67 Carthage. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll run the numbers. We'll visit with head coach Tim Bernero. We'll get some finals on some of the other games going on in the CCIW when we return to the Tarble Arena after this on AM 1050 WLIP. 90-67, your final tonight from the Tarble Arena. The Carthage Lady Reds post a win on senior night as they sweep the season series from the Carroll Pioneers. The three seniors, Morgan Harris, Morgan Vukovic, and Amber Roberts, go out winners on their home floor tonight to go to 18-7 on the year, 11-5 in CCIW play. The Pioneers, boy, they have struggled. 9-40 now since rejoining the league here at Carroll University. They are 8-17 on the year this year, 5-11, their final mark in conference play. And all but the third quarter, really, game dominated by the Carthage Lady Reds. They opened up a 53-26 lead at the half, got outscored 21-14 in the third, but rallied here in the fourth, playing mostly with bench players here, held off Carroll down the stretch. And despite the change in personnel and a lot of the freshmen getting some playing time, Lady Reds went 10 for 16 here in the fourth quarter and 3 of 6 from the arc, while the Pioneers went 8 for 15 shooting here in the fourth and 1 for 4 at the arc. Leading scorer for the Lady Reds tonight was Bailey Gilbert with 16. Check that, Maddie Kalber with 17. 5 players in double figures, 4 starters, and Autumn Kalis coming off the bench in double figures tonight for the Lady Reds. Kalber tonight was 17. She was 7 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 shooting the three. 16 for Bailey Gilbert. Gilbert red hot in the last couple of ball games. Remember, last Wednesday she was 7 for 7 from the field and 6 for 6 shooting the three ball. Tonight, 5 of 9 from the field, all 5 3-pointers. Finished with 16. 12 each for Morgan Harris and Autumn Kalis. Harris in her final home game tonight, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. She was searching for her 19th double-double of the year, and for the last couple of ball games, she's been flirting with triple-doubles. She was 2 rebounds and 1 assist away the other night in the ball game against North Central a week ago Wednesday. An opportunity to get to that double-double mark. Kalis tonight, 12 points, 4 of 7, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. Lady Reds out-rebound Carroll tonight, 30-29. Leading rebounder for Carthage was Harris with 6. Gilbert finished with 5. Meanwhile, for Carroll, they got 31 tonight from Brittany Wald, their senior, in her final game. 31 points on 12 of 24. She was 4 of 10 from the arc and 3 of 6 from the line. Ties a season high for Wald with that 31-point mark. She had 31 back in December against North Park. And I'm just checking now. That ties her career best in a Carroll uniform. 31 points tonight for Brittany Wald, so congratulations to Brittany Wald. 31 points tonight for Carroll, really the only bright spot for the Pioneers. Delaney Zhang making a return here, her first appearance in Kenosha. A fine standout from Wilmot High School, was a South All-Star last year in the WBCA South and North basketball game. Zhang made a nice appearance tonight. 13 points and 7 rebounds for Zhang out of Wilmot. 4 of 8 from the floor, 5 of 5 at the line, 7 rebounds, and 13 points tonight for Zhang. Majerus with 7, Van Slees with 5, Hartle with 5, 2 each for Dole and Harrigus. Rossetti also with a pair. Mengus, Clowen, Dole, Clowen I should say, and Wiernick played, did not score. Olsek also played, did not score for Carroll tonight. Final shooting totals. Carthage 35 of 60, 58%. They were 13 of 24 from three-point range, 54%. 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Carroll tonight, 24 of 54, 44%. They were 5 of 18 three-balling and 14 of 20 from the line. Carthage forced 18 turnovers tonight, leading to 15 points. Carroll with forcing 14 turnovers, also collecting 15 points off of those turnovers. Carthage with 19 assists tonight, to go with 3 blocks and 7 steals. Carroll tonight, 10 assists, 2 blocks, and 8 steals tonight on the hustle stats for the Pioneers. Game had just gone final down in Chicago. The Carthage Redmen win their final game of the regular season. They go to finish their year 8-8 in the CCIW as they knock off North Park tonight, 85-75, the final there. Keenan Baltimore leading 3 players in double figures for the Redmen tonight. Baltimore with 24 tonight, 6 of 10, 3 of 4 from the arc, and 9 of 9 at the line. Brad Cruz in his final game as a Redman, 18 points tonight to go with 8 rebounds. And Brad Perry finished with 17 tonight for the Redmen. We pick up the win on the road in Chicago against North Park. It's a final now at Elmhurst. Illinois Wesleyan will be the tournament host on the women's side as they knocked off Elmhurst tonight 82-61. So Wesleyan finishes the season 15-1, a game ahead of Wheaton for first place. So your standings and tournament team field is set. It'll be Carthage and Wheaton in game 1 of that tournament. And again, waiting for some finals on the men's side to see where it's going to be played. North Central has defeated Illinois Wesleyan down in Bloomington tonight. 83-74 is now the final. So North Central did its part to prevent the men from clinching outright, and they need some help. They need Elmhurst to beat Augustana, and that's now a 1-point game. Elmhurst leading Augie now 68-67 with 5 minutes to go in Rock Island. They led by as many as 15, but Augustana storming back on their home floor has cut it to 1. Brett Benning with 19, Sortillo and Orange each with 17 to lead the way for Augustana. That's a 1-point game now with just better than 5 minutes to play. So with Illinois Wesleyan losing at home, Augustana with a chance now to win and get the conference title by virtue of tiebreaker and host the men's tournament if they can pick up that win. And that's significant because that means the turnaround a little bit longer for the Lady Reds, because if the Wesleyan women host, it would be Friday. If the Wesleyan men had won outright tonight, both teams would have hosted. The Lady Reds would have played on Thursday night. So we still don't know a night for the Lady Reds. I know we've got high school basketball here on 1050 WLIP on Thursday night, so we're maybe selfishly hoping for a Friday night game either at Wheaton, or it won't be at Wheaton, but at Illinois Wesleyan on Friday. But here tonight, Lady Reds pretty much put this one away early. 22-16 lead after 31 second quarter points, pulling out to a 27-point lead at the half, and they put it in cruise control, knocking off Carroll tonight by a final of 90-67. Joined now by head basketball coach Tim Bernero. Coach, congratulations. A nice win on senior night. Nice way to send them out.
Yeah, that was fun. Got off to a good start, shot the ball well like we have the skills to do, and I wasn't crazy about how we played the third quarter because, not how we played offensively as much, but just letting them get started on their end. We got a little sloppy offensively, didn't get clean stuff, and it's that was the only downfall tonight. I think we just needed to be a little sharper all the way through.
You were sharp in that second quarter, 12 of 15, 80% shooting, 7 for 7 from three-point range in that second quarter. Really, that was the deciding quarter, if you will, tonight. And I thought that was the key. I can't remember the last time your team went into the locker room at 68% and 60% at the arc after one half of play.
Yeah, the game we played up there was the game that Sammy Woodward made 7 for 7 from three. So that was, maybe we light up and we can shoot a little better against them or something. I don't know, but getting off to that start. And it's funny because it seems ever since we've gone to the quarters a couple years ago, it seems like there's one quarter each game that tips the game. I mean, you know, if you look at the box score there, it was 31-10, and there's pretty much the game. I mean, you know, they won the third quarter a little bit. We had control of the first, and the fourth was kind of just playing it out. But, you know, the ability, I thought we did a really good job making it hard for them to score in the second quarter. I mean, the 10 is just as impressive as the 31. So, you know, and when we get on those strings of shooting the ball, it's fun. I mean, that's the whole fans that come out.
And personally, I want to thank you. I want to thank Dr. Bond, Chris Parker, Dave Nelson, the SID person here too, for all of your efforts this season and all the time. It's easy when I got people that do their job and make my job so much easier. Everybody thinks you just flip a switch and here you go, you got all the numbers. But somebody's got to calculate all the numbers and who's 18-1 after leading at halftime and all this other stuff. Dave Nelson does a great job with that. So
there's a lot of people you and I need to make us look good. That's a hard job, and there's anybody that you can, you got to hold on to for as long as you can, because that's hard to make us look good. So
well, hopefully you're not doing your show on Thursday on a bus.
Yeah, from on remote from Right Way on.
Although they got a shout out tonight on Lip-Off. Somebody called in wanting to know if the boys were watching reruns of Beverly Hillbillies yesterday, since it was President's Day and they didn't have to work.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can go over this Thursday morning. The difference between Shad Heller, the mayor of Silver Dollar City, and Amos Hogg, the mayor of Bug Tussle.
Bug Tussle, yeah.
Those are two metropolitan areas down in whatever made-up state that they're supposed to be in, and.
Well, I'm sure, Pete into that government stuff, he's probably going to get that all figured out.
You plot it on the map, and maybe we'll make a trip down there. I don't know. Maybe we can go to.
Well, hopefully I'm going to see here. We're kind of just dangling here. It's live radio. We're kind of dancing here because it's 2 seconds left down in Rock Island. Augustana men have a 2-point lead over Elmhurst, so we're going to know here shortly where you're going to be playing, and. Augustana got the ball.
Augustana's got the Augustana.
Yep, it's final now, 79-77. So the Augie men win, Illinois Wesleyan men lose. That ends up in a tie, and I believe the tiebreaker goes to Augie now, and they are the conference champions, and they will be hosting the men's conference tournament. So I got to believe that is the what I saw earlier today.
So we go Friday.
You go Friday at 6, I believe,
6
right?
or 5. It might be 5. I'm not sure.
But you'll be the early game.
We'll be the first game as the 3 seed, yeah.
And as the 3 seed. So, and you'll be playing the 2 seed, which is Wheaton. That'll be followed by the 4 seed Elmhurst taking on the 1 seed Illinois Wesleyan. So it's now a final, and it looks like you're going to be in Bloomington on Friday.
Yep. That means maybe.
All right.
Maybe we can get you down there too after.
I'll charter
things. Charter the Bob Bond Airlines down to.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, the Augustana men are champions now based on tiebreaker, and they will host the men's conference tournament on Friday. John Voinovich has it on the big board here, and resonating down in the Rock Island area, they've just realized that the Illinois Wesleyan men have lost. So Augustana is your men's conference champion based on tiebreaker, and they will host the men's conference tournament down in Rock Island on Friday. I just was going to take one more look here because our experts on the board.
Where is John? Can we talk to him?
I don't know where Johnny is. He's up here someplace, but
we have them.
I think that's.
They yell it out over the loudspeaker over there, or the music. I wanted Country Roads tonight. What's going on?
Yeah, you didn't get that tonight. I meant to bring that up.
That'll have to be a new thing for next year. Next year's home games.
Let's see here. I like to scroll down the chat room because I can
see all the lurkers that are telling stories.
Yep. And Carroll got Wheaton tonight on the men's side as well. So it will be Rock Island. That's where the tournament will be for the men. So, yeah, we'll see you on Friday. Early game.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right, WLIP will be there Friday night because the boys are doing the Thursday night game, I believe.
Union Grove.
Look
out, Union Grove. Here they come.
Pete, Tom, and Nick in Union Grove, turning them loose.
Roll up the sidewalks in Union Grove before the. All I know is you better make sure you feed Perini. There's not a pizza at the scorer's table or at the broadcasted perch there. You know, he gets ornery. In fact, I have to bring him some Girl Scout cookies he ordered. He was beefing on Facebook that why he didn't get asked for cookies the other night when Gianna, my wife, were selling them here. So
I keep wondering. I keep ordering groceries, but he doesn't deliver to Waterford all of a sudden now. So over at Perini's there, Lou Perini's, it says
they don't let him work there. I mean, he's got about 6 other jobs, but they don't let him work
waiting for him to deliver groceries.
They don't let him work at the family store, but he's got about 6 other jobs.
Tim, congratulations on the win tonight. We'll see you Friday.
All right, thanks.
Winner tonight, the Lady Reds, as they pick up the win here at home, as they knock off Carroll by a final of 90-67. So The women's tournament will be played in Bloomington starting on Friday. Illinois Wesleyan a one-game lead over Wheaton, 15-1. Wheaton finishes second, 14-2. Carthage in third at 11-5. Elmhurst at 9-7. Those are your four teams. It'll be Carthage and Wheaton in game number 1 Friday night. We believe that will be a 5 o'clock tip. We will get confirmation on that, and we will have that game here for you live on WLIP beginning at 4:45 on Friday night. And we will have basketball for you, conference tournament basketball from Bloomington and the Shirk Center on Friday evening. Congratulations to the Augustana men as they won at home tonight. Illinois Wesleyan lost at home to North Central, so you're 4 on the men's side. Augie the 1 seed, Illinois Wesleyan the 2 seed, North Central the 3 seed, Wheaton the 4 seed. The 4 teams on the men's side with that tournament in Rock Island on Friday night. This is our final regular season game, and I want to thank our sponsors this year for Carthage football and basketball all season long. They'll be with us on Friday as well, but just a special shout out to the folks at Armored Seal Coating, to Luigi's Pizzeria, Anastos Motors, Triangle Flooring, Furniture and Appliance Center, Lou Perini's Gas and Groceries, our good friends at Lynch Chevrolet of Kenosha. Nobody sells for less than Lynch. Louis Aceto down at S.J. Crystal's Menswear. I had a nice visit with him the other day down the corner of 57th Street and 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. Mason's Eatery and Pub, Dave's American Discount Muffler, Something Different down on 6th Avenue in downtown Kenosha. Wingstop of Kenosha, Coliseum Games, Ruffalo's 2 Pizzeria and Family Restaurant. They have great pizza. We just had that as a family the other night, Saturday night, Ruffalo's Pizza. And Kenosha Nissan. Check them out online at kenoshanissan.com. Also, special thank you to John Perry, Program Director down at WLIP, for airing our games again this year. Scott DeLabio, been there almost every night for engineering our broadcast. Bill Lawrence and the Wake Up Kenosha crew for hosting Timber Narrow on Thursday mornings at 6:20. And also want to thank Dr. Bond for his efforts in allowing me to continue to be the voice of Redmond and Lady Reds athletics now into my 17th year here at Carthage. And no signs of slowing down, folks. Unfortunately, you got me for the long run. Once again, the final here tonight, Lady Reds a victory over Carroll. The final 90-67. John Voinovich produced our video stream tonight along with Mike Love. We thank them, along with our students who have been involved with this. Jerome Pham, Nolan Grogan, Ben Closey, Carly Heidi, and Toria Sharo. We thank you all for your efforts tonight, our student volunteers working the program on the video stream. We'll join you on Friday from Bloomington, Lady Red Tournament Basketball against Wheaton. Until then, have a great week, everyone, and thanks for tuning into Carthage Lady Reds Basketball, heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.